All right, guys, this is a Smith System defensive driving highway version for New Orleans. So let's see if I can navigate and get us on the road to New Orleans. So as you can see, the sun is a bit blinding because we're heading into sunset territory, and I'm heading I'm heading east, so I should be fine. But these are the 5 keys of the Smith system. This is Mardi Gras weekend in New Orleans. I was trying to get closer to just some of the traffic so you all can see how the traffic flows for at least the earlier parts of the Mardi Gras celebrations. So right now I'm kind of heading into the city from the suburbs. So for our 5 keys, the first one, of course, is to aim high steering. So right now I'm trying to look ahead of me and identify any potential hazards or anything like that. So I see very far ahead, I can see emergency vehicles stopped over on the left shoulder, so I'm making note of that. There isn't anybody getting on my right shoulder, so I should be fine in that department. The traffic is not too bad right now. It's kind of light, but I'm still maintaining a 6-second following distance from the car that's in front of me. I'm staying in either this lane or the lane to my left because I'm heading to I-10 East. Again, I'm making note of the emergency vehicle on the left and the other parked car. I'm making note of the brakes, people braking in front of me. So you want to try to look at least 15 seconds ahead, but as far as you can if it's not like a straight path. So right now you see that there's a curve. So anytime there's a curve, you want to decrease your speed to make up for any adjustments in speed that you might have to make at the last second. So instead of going 60 miles per hour, I'm going 55 around this curve. And then when I get back into a straight line, I can get back up to 60. The next thing is to get the big picture. So look at all of your signs, look at all of your relevant objects, especially on the highway. If your GPS wasn't ever working, you can really use the highway signs to figure out which way you're going. So like I said, I'm going 10 east. So this is heading into New Orleans because I was coming from the airport, which is on the west side in the suburbs. So really like paying attention to your signs, the mileage, getting to know your highway signs. That'll kind of help you navigate the highway if you ever get lost without having to use a GPS. And it's really important in general, especially when you're driving, just through the city. So I'm looking at every sign. I'm looking at the mileage. I'm looking at the cars braking. I'm looking at my left mirror, right mirror, rear view mirror every 5 to 8 seconds. In my left mirror, I have a white car coming up on me. In my right mirror, I have a black car approaching. I still have this car that's in front of me, so I'm going to kind of slow down. I see a lot of people are braking. I'm looking in my rear view. There's a car about 8 seconds behind me. And so, yes, so those are all relevant objects. So you're just getting a big picture of everything that's happening around you. Right now I have a decent space cushion with the exception of this car that's on my left side, but because he's accelerating pretty quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and let him pass. Non-relevant objects are like the poles that are all the way to the right, the billboards and things like that. You still want to pay attention to everything, but it's most important to pay attention to your immediate surroundings and at least 15 seconds ahead of you if possible. Right now I have a view of about, I would say with this curve, maybe about 6 seconds ahead of me, or maybe 7 to 8. But I'm still gonna keep my speed fairly lower than the posted speed limit so that I can make up for any sudden breaks or anything like that. like for instance, right now we're approaching a traffic jam. So that's why you would want to decrease your speed on a curve. Number 3 is to keep your eyes moving. So we kind of demonstrated that in the first 2, but you're always looking around, looking at a different object every 2 to 3 seconds, looking at the cars in front, looking at the cars behind you, looking at the signs, looking at the merging signs, looking at the highway signs. The highway signs right now, the left one says that in the left lane, I will be going to the Superdome, but I'm trying to stay on Highway 10 East, which is still going towards New Orleans. So I'm going to stay in this lane right here. And in case, or for the situation that happens when I do have to get over, I'll already be close to the merging lane to get off, or the exit lane. The posted speed limit is 60 miles per hour. I'm looking at the state law sign ahead regarding accidents. I'm noticing this car that just got in front of me, so I'm just maintaining a good space, a space cushion, for when cars do suddenly jump in front of you or switch lanes or whatever like that. Because we're coming to a stop, I'm going to maintain a car length distance in front of me in case I have to get over. And I know a lot of people don't do that in traffic jams just because people, will constantly get in front of you. But it is good to have some type of safety cushion of space. And with this type of traffic jam, it's actually moving, kind of steady. So you don't really have to, bogart the space that's right in front of you from other people, constantly getting in front of you. And even in those situations, I still try to leave a good amount of space in front of me because you never know when you may have to get over or how you may have to get over. The next thing, of course, is to leave yourself an out. So that's pretty much what we've been saying this whole time. Is leave yourself a space cushion. Right now I'm braking because this car is braking for the bus that's in front of it. He's trying to get around the bus, but the bus is, just enough out there just to be in the way, so he's having to wait until the bus can proceed. And I'm doing the same, but still proceeding cautiously. And thankfully I'm going away from the traffic, so our space is kind of cleared up a lot. I'm making sure that they see me. That's the last one. I'm communicating. I'm looking around me. I'm looking for eye contact if I need to make eye contact. I always have my hand ready for the horn in case I need to give somebody a light warning tap if they're getting too close, or if they're trying to merge and I'm letting them know that they can merge. So for instance, right now, this car just merged without communicating. So I had to kind of, brake a little abruptly. So you always want to be aware of that. That's why it's good to have a good space cushion, because a lot of cars will do that. They will get over without signaling. And if you already have a good amount of space in front of you, you don't have to make up for that as much. And so you saw just again, another truck did the same thing, but I'm still maintaining a good cushion to where it really doesn't affect me as much. I'm making note of this car on my right side, the red SUV that had its signal light on for just a second, but it didn't get over, but I still made note of it. I'm making note of this black car, letting it accelerate. And those are the 5 keys: aim high and steering, get the big picture, keep your eyes moving, leave yourself an out, and make sure they see you. A good rule of thumb to remember those is all good kids love milk. That's a great way to remember all 5 keys. And I always do them in the same order, but of course, they're going to be out of order, when it comes to actually doing them. You may put your signal light on first, or you may, get the big picture first before you even move. So those of course can be used all out of order. I just like to do them in the same order because that's the way it's taught. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I may do another one if I run into a parade to just kind of let you see how the parade traffic is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.